You know, what I saw was not necessarily on 9/11, but it was on 9/12. And it took place in the National Security Council meeting, our first one after 9/11. And as was typical in a meeting like that, as soon as we finished determining who had done the deed, all eyes in the room turned over to the Secretary of Defense and myself, Rumsfeld and Shelton. And as if to say, now what are we going to do about this? But before we could say a word, the President himself interrupted, and he said, wait a minute, we'll get to the military tools shortly, but first let's talk about what we can do diplomatically, economically, informationally, etc. And he went around the room and he had the Secretary of Treasury, he had the Secretary of State, etc. And so for the first time, we saw that maybe we can do this with all the tools in our kit bag. And that was very refreshing to me as a chairman. Because as you know, when you fight the type of battles that we fight today, the types of wars that we're involved in Afghanistan and Iraq, as I had been involved in when we planned Haiti, you need all those tools, not just the military. Now, America's men and women in uniform, our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guard, even the merchant mariners, very good at what they do. They can fight and win the wars. But the truth is that it takes more than that in the type of environment that we find ourselves today.